The secret side of me I never let you see. I keep it caged but I can't control it. So stay away from me, the beast is ugly. I feel the rage and I just can't hold it. It's scratching on the walls, in the closet, in the halls. It comes awake and I can't control it. Hiding under the bed, in my body, in my head. Why won't somebody come and save me from this? Make it end. I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I've become, the nightmare's just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster.
Hey, what's up YouTube? It's Brandon, 600 pounds the beast, back here with y'all again. Was planning on getting this video uploaded sometime yesterday, or I guess recorded yesterday and uploaded this morning, but I went out, ate some sushi yesterday and got a case of food poisoning. It was minor, so not the end of the world, but it sucked for a little bit. I still don't feel 100%, but here we are. Gotta do the video. Told you I was gonna try to do content at least once a week. I may even try to do a little bit more than that. Some short videos in between, maybe when I go down on the scale or something. I don't know. Y'all tell me what y'all think I should do or what y'all want to see, and I'll try to work with it, try to fit it in my schedule. I do have a full-time job. I drive an 18-wheeler from South Haven, Mississippi to Murfreesboro, Tennessee and back 5 nights a week. About 2,500 miles a week, give or take a few miles. So yeah, that and between family and work, so I make time for y'all now. And working out, obviously, can't leave that out. That's big priority now, which never was before. And as y'all see in my before and after pictures at the beginning of the video, I've making progress. Gotta work for it though. Back to that picture that I posted, it kind of triggered what I wanted my topic for this video to be this week, and that is depression. When I seen that picture, they gave it to me, showed me they found it, it floored me. It hit me like a freight train. And you can just, I can't tell you how long I've looked at that picture in the last week, how many times. And you look at it, look in the picture, just look in my eyes in that picture, the best you see. I mean, it's an old picture, so it's not the clearest, but you don't see happiness there. That wasn't a happy person. That was a very sad person, a lonely person. And I was in a very, very, very dark place. Even though I was surrounded by most of my family that I'm close to lives here in the area, friends and lots of people that care about me and love me, I still felt alone because I was 600 pounds. And I still feel this way, that unless you've been morbidly obese like I was, and I think 600 pounds, there should be a couple levels above morbid obesity. But I felt alone. I mean, you don't meet a lot of 600-pound people, so there's really not a lot of people that you know, if any, that can relate to you. So yeah, I felt alone, and my feelings and my thoughts, like, I've never been one to just talk a lot about how I'm feeling. I mean, if I was mad, you know I was mad, but if I was sad or something, I'd usually, if I express sadness, it usually come out in anger. I was always tried to be the macho men don't cry type, and I've always tried to tough my way through everything. I've always been a fighter, and essentially I don't know if I won't say I got tough enough to where I could handle it. I think I more learned how to go numb. Try not to feel or ignore it. It's not the same thing, because part of you dies when you do that, because you're not feeling, you're not living, you're not being you, you're not being the person that you are. And at my darkest time, I used to think about suicide all the time. I felt like a burden because I couldn't work. Not that I couldn't work. I mean, there wasn't a lot I could do, I guess, but I was doing construction and I got laid off because the job ended. They didn't have anywhere to send me. And even though I had a Class A CDL, nobody wanted to hire a driver that was 600 pounds either. Construction, I couldn't do what needed to be in construction because I wasn't fit enough. You ain't got to be real fit, but 600 pounds, you ain't climbing on any ladders or scaffolds or anything like that. Matter of fact, like around 300, 400 something pounds, I climbed up on a scaffold that was stacked up too high, and my partner, I went to climb down, and the opposite side that I was climbing down, I felt like it was going to coming off the ground, so I climbed my big ass back on top, sat up there, and I hollered at my partner to bring me the ladder. He thought the shit was hilarious, and 2 hours later, he finally brought me a ladder, and my big ass climbed down to safety. So yeah, I don't blame anybody for not hiring me for construction after I got laid off. Matter of fact, my last year of working, I was running the job site elevator because my regular job got ended, and they liked me enough to keep me out there so I could keep making money. So there was that. That didn't help me with my weight gain either, because I was literally sitting on the elevator while I fell asleep at a lot of times, eating food and working on the elevator again, just sitting there. And then I went a year and a half without being able to find a job. That's why I ended up getting back into truck driving again. An old man named Thomas Mize, which out of South Haven, Mississippi, I just found out he passed away a few weeks ago. He, oh shit. Didn't expect to get choked up a little bit. Anyways, he gave me an opportunity, and I took that opportunity, and I worked for that company for 6 years, and I was able to move on to another job, which is kind of what I'm doing now. I became a contractor for another trucking company, and a new company, and it was paying a lot more money, so I had to leave. Got to go where the money is, and as an independent contractor, I was delivering car parts out of South Haven, Mississippi. And that actually helped me lose some more weight because I was more active than I was at the other job. I was probably mid to upper 400s when I started working for the new job. And within probably a year or so, maybe less than a year, a few months, something, I finally got down to the 380 something. It was 385, 386. And that was about 2 years ago. And I started working out and eating better, and I got down to 333.8 pounds. And went on vacation, Florida, Panama City Beach area, where I usually go with my family. And when I came back, I didn't start working out again. I fell off the wagon, and I gained back all the weight I'd lost up to 380, 85 pounds. And last year I got down to like 350, 355. And then this March I was back at about 380 again, and that's when I started working out and got strict with my diet again. I had to check my fitness pal to see exactly, but I think I was 380, it's safe to say. And I started out just walking a couple miles and jumped up to 3 miles, and then a month or so later I was like, the 3 miles is easy. I don't want to do 4, 5, 6 miles every day, so how can I make it harder? And I discovered rucking. That's what I do now. I carry 30 to 45 pounds. Usually it's the 30 pound. Every now and then I'm feeling ballsy and I'll get out there and I'll throw the 45 pounder on. I think last week or the week before, I did it 3 miles, 2 days in a row, carrying 45 pounds. And first day wasn't so bad. The second day kind of sucked, that third mile, because it was about 17 degrees warmer outside. But yeah, I was depression, back on that subject, I'm sorry. That was a bad spot. And you're like, oh, why would you think of killing yourself because you're fat? At 600 pounds, you're more than fat. You're more than out of shape. You're more than unhealthy. I couldn't put on my underwear without being out of breath. I'd have to take a 15-minute break to put on my underwear. I couldn't wear socks unless somebody put them on me because I couldn't reach my feet. I had to get creative to wipe my ass or so that I wouldn't be nasty all day. It's not, I'm laughing because I don't know what else to do. It's not funny. It's awful. I've always been like a macho man or a man's man that I feel, and I hadn't seen my junk in I don't know how many years. And how do you feel like a man then? I mean, hell, it's long enough to clinically be considered dead, I guess. And it's hard to feel like a man or a person, much less like a man at that point in your life. You're almost helpless. You can't work because nobody will give you a job. You can't put on socks because you literally can't pretty much dress yourself. Had to go to slip on shoes, and it was awful. And everybody tries to be there and be supportive, but they don't understand because they've never been there. Being 20 pounds overweight, hell, being 50 pounds overweight sucks, but I'm at 334 pounds. I think what they consider a healthy weight for me is 180, 185 pounds. That's 70 pounds over what my goal weight is. So, I mean, being hundreds of pounds overweight, it's crazy, and it's I don't want to cuss, but it screws your mind up mentally. Like buying clothes after my second surgery, and I'd gotten down, dropped probably 150 pounds. I took another friend of mine who was larger, not as big as I was then. He's taller than me, so he carried the weight better too. Took him to Destination XL because I found a place that I could buy clothes that fit me, and they were good clothes. Ralph Lauren, Reebok, Nautica, Levi's. I felt like I was dressing like a person again because I didn't have to buy brands that nobody ever heard of before, and it looked like crap, to be frank. Well, anyways, back to my point. At my heaviest, I was wearing size 58 to 60 in the waist pants, and that's not wearing them around my belly, which is the biggest part of me, still is. I wore them, I guess, where my waist was supposed to be. I can't really say it was a waist. I don't think I had a waist being that big. I don't feel like I have a waist now. But 150 pounds lost, and I was still buying the same size jeans. When I put them on, you had all kinds of room, but mentally it's like, no, I have to buy these. This is what I wear. It took a friend I'd known since I was 6 years old to make me. He picked up a size of 48s and made me pretty much try them on. And I'm so thankful for him that he did that because they were loose on me. Hell, I'm wearing my favorite, well, I'm not wearing them right now, but I found a couple pairs of American Eagle shorts, khaki shorts, cargo shorts. I love them. Hadn't worn them in years. And 48s, and with the belt, they're falling off of me. Ecstatic about that. But that's just an example of how messed up you get in the mind. When you're so large, especially for so long, you get used to seeing you like that, and it's hard to see yourself any other way. I kind of see it now, but I still catch myself doing it. It's not something you can change. And back to the mental thing, before I had my first surgery, like, that was one of the big things they try to talk to you about. And they tell you got to get ready mentally, because if you're not ready mentally, you're going to fail. And I said I've always been tough, always been strong, and I was like, yeah, I've got this, I can do it. Mental ain't nothing, I just need to get the weight off of me. Well, I had my first surgery, which was the gastric sleeve, in October 2010, a few months after the picture at the beginning of the video. I lost probably 100 some odd pounds within a few months, got down into the 400s, and I hit that dreaded plateau that everybody tells you about. It happens. Hell, they happen to me now. I just spent 3 weeks in the 340s because I was at a plateau. But that first time it hit me, and it was there for a month and a half, and didn't lose any weight. I wasn't eating anything that I thought tasted good, and I got discouraged, and I went to McDonald's and got me a cheeseburger. And I tell people that was my needle in the arm, that was my crack pipe, that was my heroin, that was my whatever. That was my drug of choice, was food. And after I ate that first cheeseburger, the second cheeseburger was easier. Third was even easier. Fourth, fifth, sixth, next thing I knew, I'm eating cheeseburgers and pizza and wherever the hell I wanted to eat. And I don't think it was even 2 years later. I had to go down and write everything down for you, but I don't think it was 2 years later. Everything I'd lost, I was back up to 526 pounds. And I called the surgeon, or I got in contact with him, and told him what had happened and asked him if I had any options. And he said I did have an option, but I'd have to go down there and he'd have to do an examination on me and make sure he could do it safely. So $8,000 later, I'm in Juarez, Mexico for the second time. Yes, I went to Juarez, Mexico for both of my surgeries. And if you're going to do surgery, and I highly recommend looking into it. It's a lot cheaper than the United States, and hospitals on point. It's a great hospital. I've seen worse hospitals here in America, in Memphis, and the doctors were great. A lot of them are licensed doctors in America. They just live on the border, and yeah. But anyways, went down there. He stuck the camera inside me and checked me out, and he said he approved me for the surgery. That day or the next day, we did the surgery, and so after I woke up from recovery, he came and talked to me, and I thanked him for doing the surgery the second time, and he looked at me, dead stone-faced serious, and said he'll never operate on me again. I have to make this work. And I told him I would, and came home. I lost a lot of weight and got down to the 380s and that was all the surgery. Surgery got me down to 380. Everything else, I have to work for it. I went in having surgery thinking that it was a magic solution, that I'm going to have this surgery, I'm going to magically be skinny and be in shape and lose this weight, and it's going to stay off of me, I'm going to be able to eat food that I enjoy and everything else, and couldn't be further from the truth. Some people say surgery is the easy way out, and it's not. You have to work for it. If I'm anything, I'm a testament to that the surgery is going to get weight off of you. It's going to happen, but it's up to you to keep it off, and it's up to you to get what it won't get off, because it's not going to get everything off. If the surgery alone can get everything off of you, then I personally don't think you should have had surgery to begin with. But there's some people out there that need it. I was one of them. I wouldn't be here today probably. I surely wouldn't be doing this video, and I wouldn't be coming back up on 300-pound mark if I hadn't had the surgery. Oh, maybe I do need to start doing notes, because I skipped some more stuff I wanted to talk about, and I keep rattling on when I get sidetracked. But yeah, man, being morbidly obese is a scary place. Oh, I know what one of the stories was I was going to tell you before I got into all that. What led to my first surgery, where I came to terms with I have to have surgery, is I bought a scale, and I was going to weigh myself. It went up to 550 pounds. No way in my mind did I imagine that I would live one of the childhood checks, diss, or roast, whatever you called it, that I would live it, and I did. It was pretty much either you or your mom's so fat that they stepped on a scale and it said, "What the fuck?" one person at a time. Excuse my language. I cuss when I talk, so I try not to on here. But I stepped on a scale that was made for up to 550 pounds, and it said ERR for air. Man, that's when something in my brain, I don't know, it just clicked. It's like, this is too far. All I could do was sit down and cry. There was nothing else I could do at that point. And that's when I started to look into surgery. So yeah, that's the part that I meant to squeeze in earlier while I'm doing the messing with the little video editing. I might see if I can't cut that out and move that around. But yeah, I've talked for 20 minutes now, and so I think this video is long enough. If I feel like I've missed something after I upload it, then I'll either record some more and add it to the end, or I'll add it on the next video. Hey, what's up everybody? It's Brandon. Just want to say thanks for watching the video. If you watched this far, I know it was long as hell. I apologize for not getting it uploaded sooner. This video I recorded like 2 months ago. Truth is, I put some stuff in it that after watching it a few times, I wasn't sure if I wanted to put out there for everybody. But after talking to some people, and they reminded me that I was wanting to be real and upfront with everybody, and that's what it is. It don't get much more real than that, I don't think. But I hope y'all got something from it, or I don't know, maybe you didn't. Maybe I wasted my time. I don't know. But there's the video. I'm definitely probably not gonna ever record another long ass video like that again, because it sucked trying to edit it and had several issues with that. But whatever, it's done now. I do want to try to do weekly little updates, and yeah, as it's 4:20 in the morning right now, and I'm about to go to bed because I have to go to work tonight. Just wanted to check in with you. Oh, and a little update. I am no longer whatever weight I was in that video. I don't remember now, even though I just watched it. But I am currently weighing in at 315.8, as one of the pictures showed, and gonna try to be 299 by January 1st. Thinking about doing a YouTube live video when I weigh in, probably after the countdown or something. I'm planning on not weighing in at all during December, or I may weigh in like on the 2nd or 3rd, whatever Friday falls onto. And yeah, but that's kind of what's going on with me. Here's the end of this video, and I hope y'all, like I said, got something out of it. Have a good one. I'm out.
I feel it deep within, it's just beneath the skin. I must confess